Hi guys.
It's our birthday.
It's our
whole
birthday.
community. We are 3 years old today. We got the lays, we're getting lays. Got the birthday sign. Got this. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's there. And we're gonna do a live stream. 3 years old today. Not anniversary. Everyone's like, it's the anniversary of the channel. No. It's our birthday.
Birthday.
We're all three. We are all
Everybody
3
here.
years old. That's right. Okay, so tonight's show is going to be a beautiful show. We're going to have some cake. We're going to sing happy birthday to the community. We'll talk a little MMA. We'll have some fun tonight. But,
Can you see the chat?
yeah, I can't really see too well. That's better. There it is. Okay. I think we're good to go.
All
Everyone in the chat, drop the cake emojis. Make them fly along the chat room. And we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. JBH, what does it mean 3 years strong as an MMA hole? And you were here for a good chunk of it. You were here for what, 2 years?
2 years. It's crazy. I remember coming in. Actually, the first year I came in, I still go back to the videos sometimes. When Moss is sound asleep and I have nothing to do, I like to go back to the videos of when I first came in and watch the cringe. And it was in the first year that I came in, and boy was it cringy. But we had fun. We had a lot of fun, I think. And then we started the after show when we were still in two separate places. And I think that was sort of the spiral into what this big thing is that we are now. So it's been great. I can't complain. I mean, we've seen every single part of us on the show, you know?
You haven't seen my cock yet.
Well, except for his cock.
You've seen
But
close to it, but you haven't seen the penis. If you hear tapping in the background, it's raining. It's
Wonder-
like pouring outside. We have the Mets and Giants on over here. The Mets have been rain delayed.
yeah.
They're winning, of course, because I have my mystical Met mug right there. But that's why you'll hear it sounds like pigeons tap dancing outside the window. Anyway, in the chat, someone reached out to us on Twitter and said, how long have I been watching the MMA-Holes? Can you tell me, Mystical One? Can you let me know? And I can't.
No.
I can't tell you. I have no
You
idea.
should have let that in, like, listen.
The first birthday donation of the night.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
It's Jeff Epstein.
3 years old? That's just how I like them. Happy birthday. Watch Activations and Pecky.
Thank you. Thank you. There and welcome to the show if you're new
Jeff
to this.
Epstein, first donation of the night.
So, on our 3-year birthday, it feels nice. It feels wonderful, wonderful over here. And like I was saying previously to that donation, we don't know how long you guys and gals have been watching. It sucks. I wish we can check on YouTube to see how long you've been watching, but we can't. So,
Super chat.
Super Chat Travis with the deuce. Oh, with the deuce. Thank you very
Just
much.
the deuce.
Travis, thank you.
Thanks, Travis.
So, what we need to do in the chat, to the best of your memory, let us know how long you've been an MMA hole. And I've been here for 3 years. And some grays have come in. Some lines, more lines on my face.
I got a gray.
Belly.
I got a gray within this 2.5 years that I've been here.
And it's worth every
Worth it.
gray.
With every gray.
All right, let's see what we got here. 76 watching in the chat on our wonderful, wonderful birthday extravaganza. All right, so Drunk Savage, Ann H, Steve, Bruce, Dylan Darker is here. That dude is here. Pulse is here. Flat Earth Deacon, Scott McLean is here.
Infinite Consciousness, I'm trying to figure out why Moss looks normal with those glasses on.
Well, I mean, listen.
They fit you perfect.
For those of you who don't know, I wear contacts. And I figure on our birthday show, I may as well show you the real me. So, there you go. You're welcome. All right, so the chat is going strong here. A little over 2 years is Brian Blaze. How long has everyone else been in the chat? In this community, let us know.
Super chat.
We got Life and Logic coming in.
Chris, this channel is an extension of your personality.
True that.
We are all here because of you, Jesse. You turned something special and made it even better.
Thank you, Life and Logic. But I have to agree with you. This is an extension of Moss's personality. We can't we can't discredit the mystical one here because he's the entire reason this channel was created. So we wouldn't have a birthday to celebrate if it wasn't for you.
Well, listen. I have issues. I have a lot of issues.
Aw, super chat.
Speaking of issues, real.
8 equals greater than.
Exactly.
Very long penis you dropped in the super chat, real.
Thank you.
Thank you for the very long penis.
So this channel was started because I was at a crossroad in my life. I love the sport of mixed martial arts. I just hated everything about what was going on with MMA media, how you consumed your information. We had no place to really talk, to get together live, interaction. So what happened?
Aw, super
Super chat happened. I'll tell you that. PBR Street Gang.
Hey guys, birthday cake.
Thank you for the birthday cake.
We're having birthday cake later.
That's right. You'll be joining in with us. So here I was doing photography for a while, and I had a studio. And what I did was I put drapes in the background, some shitty, well, kind of like this setup over here. It's kind of, we're going backwards in time.
Yeah.
Before there was a elaborate studio and the casting couch and all that stuff, there was literally a curtain behind me. And Diaper John, V-Neck, the Pigeon, and myself decided to put together a channel.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
That's Roberto Hernandez.
What was that?
I subscribed when you guys were 11K. Congratulations on the 26K.
Oh, Roberto.
So you were around when we were halfway to where we are now.
Yes, that's right.
That's crazy.
So, we sent out texts to each other, and we were always talking about mixed martial arts. We were like, the UFC. We loved it. We loved the sport and constantly spoke about it. So we said, let's start a podcast, right? I wanted to take it to the next level. I wanted a YouTube channel. I wanted them to see our ugly faces. Not just hear us, see us. Whoa, Michelangelo! Shit, everyone dropped the eggplants! Michelangelo! Wow!
Stop!
Holy shit!
Happy birthday. 3 years of the best fight reaction in the world. I love you, Chris. I love you, Jesse. Everyone in chat, you are my family and I love you as much as my blood relatives. When I
Wow.
get better, hope to tell you I love you in person. Mike.
Aw,
That was so
super
awesome,
chat.
Mikey.
Michelangelo, Jesus.
8 equals greater than most size #Irish #Mahole 1 year.
That is
Thank you
true.
have a tiny penis.
That's the truth.
So thank you for that, real.
Wow.
Mikey, love you so much. Thank you for all the support. You did not have to do that. That was wonderful.
I gotta say this.
Yes.
How do you respond to a Michelangelo and $100 donation like that? How do you respond?
You know why it's difficult to respond is because he already provides so much. You know, he already does the best of and the timestamps.
Aw, super chat.
you got Travis with the 5.
Happy whole day. Felony fights this weekend.
He does.
Been here since his first appearance on the show.
Oh,
The
the
cringe.
first. Oh shit! So Felony was the one that got you over here. Travis, thank you for the 5. I like Happy Whole Day. I kind of like that.
Happy whole day.
Yeah, I think Travis might have came up with something there. Every August 22nd is Happy Whole Day. I like that.
Mark it in your calendars. An annual celebration. Happy whole day.
What's up, Jose? I see you over there. So, getting back to these donations, it's like I said before, it's difficult to talk about because when we started, there was no donations or anything like that. It was just us showing up and just, like I said before, it was me and my buddies just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And they all fucking, they had their lives and they had to do things and families and stuff like that happened. And then there was little old me just sitting there by myself. And
He was so sweet.
it was
and
fucking
so
ridiculous.
Lonely.
I was talking to like 2 people, just blabbing to 2 people over there. No donations, none of that stuff. Just literally, I love the sport so much. I may not be the most knowledgeable person in the world. I may not, be GSP, but I'm Mystic Moss, and I just love just bullshitting about MMA. And the fact that this channel grew so fucking fast, and I got to meet my best friend over here, and then all of you guys. Like, think about this. It happened so fast. It's only 3 years. We had 26,000 subscribers in only 3 years from fight reactions and ridiculous conversations about mixed martial arts. I am so optimistic about the future of this show, and we could only thank you guys. I mean, we show up, but what are we without you? So the fact that you guys keep on coming back in here, slapping likes, the donations are going through the roof. You guys support us, and we will give everything back to you. That's why we're here tonight. You know, we're not supposed to be streaming tonight. I'm supposed to be sitting here watching the Giants and the Mets. But here I am with the dopey glasses, and this is where it's at. Really do appreciate you guys for all the support. Okay, so with 110 people watching over here, we have some cake to get to in a little bit. We do have some news to discuss as well. But I do want to keep this conversation going about the community. I feel like, listen, we talk about mixed martial arts so much, but I want to know about you. I want to know about the people. We're finding out when you started watching this channel. We want to know where you are in your lives. So tell us more about you, because this is our birthday. It's not just me and Jesse and the MMA-Holes channel. It's about the community. So this is our birthday over here. Let me know more about you guys. Jesse, what's going on in that chat?
LOL says Jose. MMA-Holes 50 likes is Travis Tavor. Should I sing it?
Do it.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. With a fist bump. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes.
MMA-Holes 50 likes.
I've got 50 likes.
What?
You've got 50 likes.
What?
We've got 50 likes.
What?
MMA-Holes 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
Okay, there we go. I think it's better a cappella.
Yeah, it's way better. We do everything better without all the effects.
There we go. Look at all the fists in the chat. This is fun. I'm having fun here. Maybe we'll do more streams with just us, just bullshitting, on the couch. Daniel Murphy says, been here over 3 years. That's impossible.
This is our 3 years.
Oh, super chat.
We still love you. Travis.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, let's talk about the origin of Wonderful, Wonderful.
Yes.
Right? So the beginning of the show, I brought up Diaper John. Diaper John was one of the characters of the show, good friend of mine. In fact, I was his best man. Really nice guy. Diaper John was one of the most loyal to be coming back onto the show. He did a lot of the fight reactions in the beginning with us. And I remember every time I would ask him, hey, how are you today? He would always say wonderful twice. And what happened was,
Wonderful, wonderful.
I clipped it, and I played it back for him, and he never said it again. He would never, ever. So anytime you'll see Diaper John back on the show.
You know why? It's because you clipped it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So
now he's afraid of what he's going to say because
I thought it was great.
Anything he says.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was just so funny that he just repeated wonderful twice. I'm like, why just say it once? So that is the slogan of the show. It's stuck. And now every time I hear someone stutter wonderful twice, I think MMA-Holes. So if you have any questions about why certain things, certain sound drops, what is that from, just let us know in the chat. Chat, what do we got?
Chat, Jonathan Wilberding says, damn good Justin Moss. Damn good Jonathan Wilberding. Glenn Allen says, the diaper wall. Jake M, wonderful, wonderful. Now everybody's dropping the wonderful, wonderfuls in the chat. Junk Savage. Tick Tick. Pixelated Vigo is tagging Vigo Stockholm. Infinite Conscious says, wonderful, wonderful.
Might be one of the greatest catch phrases or slogans in the show ever. Wonderful one.
Now, Flutter Deacon says, Moss, you look 20 with those glasses, and I have a theory as to why. Are you ready for this? Moss, take those glasses off for just a second. Do you see this little wrinkle he has right between his eyes?
My frown?
It's because he frowns all the time. He's always frowning. But then put the glasses on, and it covers up that little frown.
Botox.
And now it looks like he's 20 years old.
Well, the beard is formulated for men to cover your face. So if you're an ugly man, grow a beard. And automatically, bang, you get a 23-year-old beauty. If you don't grow the beard, you're not going to get one of those. So that's what you need to do. Second off, if you do have lines on your face, put something in front of it. I wear sunglasses a lot. when I'm out. You just throw those glasses over your face. It covers more of your face. The more of your face covered, the more beautiful women you can get. In bed, make sure the lights are off and there's a bag on your head. Just trust me. Anyway.
All right. You know all about me, Chris and Jesse, by all my phone calls. We do, NH. Realist Gamer says, what's your thoughts on Conor just declaring peace with Khabib and being apologetic for his recent attack on the old man?
All right, should we just get into it? You wanna jump into this? I mean, this is an MMA channel. I mean, people are probably sick of Conor McGregor.
What? Tonight we talk about anything you guys want to talk about because it's all of our birthdays.
Okay. So, the ESPN video drops. Ariel Helwani finally gets to interview Conor once again. The last time was, I don't know how many years ago. I don't even know. He was, what was it? It was that like pay-per-view weird interview that Ariel did. He sat down with him. I think that was the last time. So he's with ESPN. Conor punches the old guy in the face, and the Giants are about to give up a touchdown. And so now Conor is doing damage control, right? That's what he's doing. He's all serious, and it's a weird Conor. In fact, I would like to play the audio from it, but it's very quick.
I don't know if we're gonna. Okay, let me pull it up.
Should we play the audio? Fuck the audio. We'll just paraphrase. Basically in a nutshell, Conor was saying that
I can pull it up for you.
He's wrong. He said he was wrong, and he's not acting like a champion. Well, Conor, you're not a champion. Let's be honest anymore. But he's not acting like a champion. The weird part of this interview, the one thing that really stuck out was at the very end of the interview.
Here's what he said.
Okay, hold on.
He said, I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub.
Super chat.
Travis.
Don't knock punching old men until you try it.
I agree. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub without having it end the way it did. I tried to make amends, and I made amends back then, but it doesn't matter. I was in the wrong. I must come here before you and take accountability and take responsibility. I owe it to the people that have been supporting me. I owe it to my mother, my father, my family. I owe it to the people who trained me in martial arts. That's not who I am. That's not the reason why I got into martial arts or studying combat sports.
Super chat.
Super chat.
PBR!
It is your duty each and every day to be as wonderful as you can be.
It's true.
That's right. PBR. It is your duty.
Yeah.
To be wonderful.
And then he ended it off with saying, the reason I got into it was to defend against that type of scenario. And then he goes, whatever comes my way, I will face it. Whatever comes my way, I deserve it. I will face this head on. I will not hide from it. I was in the wrong. It was completely unacceptable behavior for a man in my position. I need to just stop reacting to the bait. People are trying to bait me into things, and am I the fish or am I the whale? I must be calm. I must be zen. I must lead by example.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
This is an OG.
MMA-Hole.
I'm gonna pour out some liquor for all the holes who didn't make it to 3 years old. Dick's Enormous Mystic Mitch C. Beasley Daryl Caesar Darth Bane Vodka G-Man Newland at Kobe's Corner. If you don't know these people, you are a newbie. Happy birthday, holes.
Wow.
That's actually pretty funny. We're going to get back
That's
into...
an awesome donation.
We'll get back into the nostalgic part of the show.
Oh my god.
Thank you for that donation.
We forgot a couple people in there though. Like you mentioned some good names, but there's a couple people in there
We'll have
that you forgot.
an MMA Hole
You can't stop the
obituary.
Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Giants gave a touchdown. Preseason, sorry.
This show is my favorite show on YouTube, even though it is number 699 out of 700 most popular YouTube shows in Slovenia. Thank you. Donald says Jesse has very nice legs too.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Angel.
Donald. Thanks, Donald.
Okay, so back into the news. We're going to discuss the topic and then go right back into the community.
All right. He finished it up. He says, I need to get a hold of this, and like I said, I'm working very hard to do this. So if I have this opportunity before me, if I don't execute this and get this right, make this happen for the children of my children's children, all of my successes, all of everything I've achieved will be void, will be meaningless to me. I must get this right, and I must not go down that path, that written path, the cliche of the fighter that has it all and ruins it. I need to be aware of my past, of the past of other individuals, and learn from it and grow, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay. These glasses are sliding down my face.
No!
I'll put them back on in a second. Like Greasy knows. So, the one thing that stood out from this, and like I said before, it's damage control, what he's doing, right? Ariel asked him, Conor, will you be fighting at the end of the year? And it looked like he was going to go, no, and then he stops, he thinks, and he goes, I believe so. And
Well, of course he says that.
yeah. So I'm looking at this Conor McGregor, and I'm saying to myself, wow, this guy is a shell. He's a fucking shell of his former self
Yeah.
here. There was the Mystic Mac that was just predicting things and I will do this, I will do that, and now he's trying to humble himself and come back in there. He says that he will never retire from the sport. He says that he will keep continuing to compete because it's in his blood. So he doesn't see any end to his mixed martial arts days. Now, I'm sure that's going to piss off a lot of people that don't like him. But this weird, non-confident side of him, really, I don't know how to handle it. Like, this is not Conor. Like, you know, all the bullshit that he's doing too, that's not Conor either. When Conor came in, it was this fun, like, roller coaster ride of predicting things, talking shit, being humble, you know?
Well,
I even have a shirt that says, confident in victory and humble in defeat or some shit like that. Like he always had this air of respect. But then he went off the rails, and now he's trying to pull himself back on, and I don't know if there's any return.
I think that's sort of the point, though, is like we know that it's not the same Conor, and when you say that the Conor that pulls all these shenanigans outside the cage isn't Conor, I don't fully believe that. I think that's always been Conor. Like, he just never showed it yet. He waited to show it, but he's always had that like really weird, spiteful, aggressive type of personality outside the cage with other people.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Who's that?
Kevin Costa.
Kevin Costa.
Thank you, Holes, so much. I listen to the Holes to escape my new nasty wife. Hate her, love JBH still. I love taking showers while jerking off to JBH's rap song and karaoke. JBH, baby, I miss White Knighting you. My new wife sucks. Hashtag want to be whole again.
You've always been a whole Kevin Costa, or whoever you are.
I don't know how to address that.
Thanks for the donation.
I don't know how to address that. Go ahead. Continue your point.
He's still
Thank you.
around, by the way, Kevin Costa. He just doesn't.
Hey, he's probably trying to get some tail.
He hangs
you know?
out, you know, like, but he doesn't make
Or
himself.
maybe that
very
was really him. I don't know. Who knows? Okay.
No, I'm saying I think that is who Conor is. He just never really showed it until now. But as far as him being kind and trying to save face, I don't think that's not Conor. I think he's saving face. He has to say those things, but I think there's a part of him who probably genuinely feels regret for all the stupid shit he's done over the past few years, you know?
I don't think he feels regret. I think that he was told, get your shit together. Let's do some damage control. If you really do want to fight, if you want to compete in this game, you're going to have to pull it back in. Now, he was like, oh, that was 5 months ago, this and that. Regardless, he did still do it. So now he's going back in there, and he's humbling himself. And I think there will be another resurgence. I feel there's going to be one more crazy circus run, like I said before. It just is weird seeing this guy that was full, like, all in one way, and now completely a step back and revamping his persona, you know? And you see all these other athletes that try to follow in his footsteps and try to mimic what he did. And now it's like Conor has to mimic other fighters.
Yeah.
Like, he can't be Conor McGregor anymore. So I'm very curious to see what happens when he gets back inside the octagon, which he will be in that, high in the octagon. Anyway, okay, let's move on from that. And if you do want to discuss more of that, you can let us know in the chat. One
You
shot.
can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Are you freaks going to the fight night card in Boston? Just bought my tickets. Hope to see you guys there.
We want to do more road shows. I was just talking about this today with Jesse.
Fight Night card in Boston. Which one is that?
That's the one where are they throwing Weidman on that card? If he's not already on that card, who's on it?
Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on.
2019 or 2020? Is it the beginning of next year or is it the end of this year?
Let's see.
Super chat.
We'll answer in a second. Travis, what's up? Travis coming back in.
Government must smash the sky.
They must smash this guy. Why he get the visa and my father don't get visa?
No. Vancouver is 158.
What are you doing? No, just go to UFC Boston.
I'm checking. UFC
Put like Chris Weidman or some shit like that.
Here we go.
Because I know he's on the card.
UFC on ESPN 6 fight card. Yeah. Reyes versus Weidman.
There you go. There's the card. There's the beach.
October 18th.
Calvin
You
Katana.
can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Kevin from Chicago.
Open the lines, open the lines. That Jew Ariel got some good info from the old man beater. He just wants to move on ASAP. You know shit, because he's getting heat and his empire took 4 steps back. This is a cokehead alcoholic, not all in MMA.
It is going to, thank you, Kevin. It is going to piss people off when he comes back. And if he can come back and rewrite the ship, it is going to, oh my God. It's going to be better than his run to the champ the belt the
You
first
can't
time.
stop the Siberian
Grit.
Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
True Grit has a question.
Who are your top 3 favorite MMA fighters? Mine are Kazushi Sakuraba, Takanori Gomi. He was past his prime when he moved on to the UFC. All the killer Japanese guys they bring to the UFC tend to already have heavy mileage. And Mayhem Miller.
There you go. Wow, Mayhem
Mayhem
Miller
Miller.
thrown in the mix. That is a unique list. That is a very unique list.
Top 3 all time? Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, your
top-
favorite. Hold on, let's see where
Top
if you
3
put it.
favorite MMA fighters, but it doesn't have to be in the game
Yeah,
now.
so just do in or out.
Royce Gracie, GSP, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Okay. All right, I'm not jumping ship. McNugget. I want to DC. And Derek Lewis has always been in there. I hate to jump ship with Derek. I always get up for a Derek fight. Trying to think if there's anyone else in there that I get like. God, there's so many fighters. I kind of want to jump Derek. All time. I'm trying to think who gets my juices flowing. I kind of. I think I might dump. Oh fuck! I'm only gonna give you 2. I'm only gonna give you 2 because I don't want to dump Derek. Ooh, a nice pass. This is the third string. Yeah, I'm only gonna give you 2. I have to think. I might have to abort mission with Derek Lewis. Let me know yours. Dada. Anderson Silva. There you go. Anderson Silva. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Chael Sonnen was one of the guys that made me pumped up for fights. I used to get really pumped up for him. But Anderson Silva, he's one of the reasons why I started watching it. So, yeah, I'll go Anderson. That was a good one over there. Let's see. Rampage Jackson. Rampage when he was in his prime? What the fuck? The chain around his neck. He was like, I'm going to fight. I don't give a fuck. That was a good Rampage. Here's mine. Conor McGregor, John Jones, and Kevin Lee. Wow, Kevin Lee in the mix. I want to see yours. Let me see what you got in the chat. Khabib says, pal.
Khabib.
Spider was a cheater. Well, I mean, in that era, so was everyone else. If you really think about it. There wasn't many people that weren't cheating. So, you can get upset about it, but, yeah. Don Fry, Fedor, Nick Diaz, says Drunk Savage. CM Punk's a chrome to your dome. Bizbing, Chuck, and Tony, says J. Phil. Khabib. Kevin Lee has fans, says Pulse. Yeah, Kevin Lee kind of threw me off. Rampage is the reason Ariel is such a savage reporter. Rampage is also the reason why Karen Bryant's husband is a cuck. I wish I had my wonderful one.
Wade.
Felony Charles Bennett, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, says Travis Tabor. This is like a question that always changes. Like everyone's answer, like in 2 months, everyone's going to be changing their answer. That's why you got to love the sport of mixed martial arts. And the Giants got a touchdown. They have just taken the lead. I want to see if the Mets came back. The sport of mixed martial arts is, if you're a flip-flopper, if you're the type of fan that just one day you're feeling one thing, the next day you're feeling another thing, that's mixed martial arts. You get up, you root for your fighter. If your fighter loses, you jump on the next thing. We've seen so many fans do that. When it comes to other sports, I am not a fan of jumping ship. I believe. Oh, it's
You
2
can't
points
stop
conversion.
the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
And you
motherfuckers.
stick with your team.
Still
MMA for
delayed.
life.
How do you come up with all of the great donation songs?
No, that's a good question. The donation songs. Okay. I remember, I'm trying to think of what was the first. The first donation song was Pervert Cameraman. That was the first donation song. I remember I laughed my ass off when I did Pervert Cameraman. I remember I was going through GIFs, and I saw the one of Ani Celeste, and I was like, I was looking at it, and I'm like, well, this would be cool. You see tits. But I'm like, why?
That's not why he was looking at it. Shh, don't let him fool you.
What was it for the tits? What was it for? What else would I be looking at? And then I said, well, why is the cameraman zooming in on that shit? I'm like, what is going on? What was he doing? So that's where Pervert Cameraman came from. Everything's got to have like a goofy, like undertone to it, you know. As the channel has progressed, we just try to get sillier and sillier. I have some fucked up songs in my head that have been left. Jesse's kind of wisely stopped me from putting songs together that are pretty fucked up.
I don't think I try not to hold you back on really anything you do though, creatively.
Well, there's a line.
What if,
You want me to say it? I'll say it now. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, what if?
I can't do a song about retards. I want it. I've been dying to do a retard song, and
Well, I can't remember what it was.
there was a good reason for it.
Yeah, there was something, but it wasn't the fact that he was doing a retard song. That was fine.
super
I
chat.
just didn't like the way I was going. PBR.
Fave Fighters, Nick Diaz, Joe Lozon, and Cowboy.
Okay, so what does he got? Nick Diaz. Hold on. Joe Lozon and Cowboy Motherfucking Cerrone. That's a pretty badass. By the way, Joe Lozon is always in the local scene over here. Always popping around. That guy's actually a pretty good coach, too. So shout out to Joe Lozon. We should get him on. We could.
Yeah.
We should get him on. He's a badass. Anyway, so yeah, there's some fucked up things. I got a fucked up head.
Super chat.
Rated 101. I know this motherfucker.
Collision. Happy birthday, MMA-Holes.
Holy shit.
Collision. Keep up the great work and continue to be wonderful, wonderful.
Look at that motherfucker. Rated 101. Fun fact. He was one, and go give him a subscribe, man. That guy's a good dude. He was one of the first people that we collaborated with when Kayla, when who's the other dude? There's another dude that's just killing it. Double G on TV or some shit like that. What the hell's his name? Oh, it's gonna kill me. What's his name? Triple G, Double G. Anyway, thank you. Rated 101. Wow, that's cool.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
We got Vlad coming in with the deuce.
My top 3 most entertaining fighters: Pride Vanderlei Silva, Pride Mirko Krokop, and Bare Knuckle Lobov. Also, shout out to the Vigos bro.
Bare Knuckle Lobov. You got UFC Goat Lobov, and then you got Bare Knuckle Lobov. I mean, it's just immortalized. Above, what is above Goat? God, I guess. Thank you, Vlad. Rated 101. That was really cool. So yeah, there was a collaboration that we were supposed to go back and forth with a bunch of channels, and one of the guys, I can't remember. I think it's Double G on. I can't remember what the fuck's his name. I follow him on Instagram. I'm sorry I forgot your name, man. But he's out there interviewing everyone now. He's all over the place. So it's cool to see these other channels and these other content creators or media within mixed martial arts get the, just chase the dream and get the spotlight. It's really neat. Jesse, I want you to take a step back. I want you to talk about your YouTube channel and what your vision was for the channel, and from then to now.
It's really irrelevant.
We'll talk about the progression of the JBH, because we found out, okay, JBH came into this dysfunctional circus and added a lot more layers to it, right? But there's more depth into JBH.
Yeah, but
and I think they should learn.
I privated a lot of those videos because it's no longer like.
I'm sorry, hold that thought. I just saw Double G on TV. There he is. Thank you, Rated. Double G on TV is the guy I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's kind of irrelevant. I privated those videos because I'm not really on that channel anymore. I left a lot of the MMA content on there, but if you go over there, it's all things that from when I was first getting into the UFC and didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. It didn't really. I think it was a little bit irrelevant compared to what we're doing here now. But
now we still don't know what we're talking about, right?
But what I'm saying is, as far as the content goes, I had no idea what I jumped on board after you had me on the show for a couple times, and then you said to do the after show, and I knew it was way out of my league. I was like, no fucking way, but I did it anyways, and it just kind of spiraled from there. But everything I had on my channel beforehand was irrelevant to what we're doing now. It wasn't even close to the same thing.
Well, I mean, now seeing how you've come full circle, like think about this. Like when you came in, we had a conversation, and I said to Jessie, I was like, I saw something in her. I told her that I feel that she is creative. She's got the look. She's got a lot of things going for her. Touchdown Giants. She's got a lot of things going for her that she could be very successful on YouTube. I really believe that. And I told her, what did she think about collaborating with MMA? And her reaction was like, what? I don't know anything about the sport.
I turned it down. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, she had no clue, nothing about the sport at all. And I said, well, I mean, if you think about it, you're always popping into the chat and you're interacting with this community as is. Check it out. See if you like it. So it was an experiment in the beginning for her to watch the sport. And I'm talking, it was like a car crash. Like she went in there just like, fuck it, I don't know what the hell's going on. Yay, Conor McGregor, put the picture behind her, did this whole thing. And then there was like her reactions to the older fights. She started becoming more knowledgeable about a little bit more of the history of the sport. But more importantly, she fell in love with the sport for what it was. She fell in love for the actual competition of the sport. And to see her progression over just the first year was insane. It really was. She's like a sponge, started memorizing names that I couldn't even remember, and stats and things that just slipped my mind. So to see her progress and fall into the sport that she had no interest in, and watch a casual, which basically we don't care if you're a hardcore fan from years ago or last week. We don't give a shit. That's what this community is about. To see her progress, I think, is the beauty of this channel.
Oh, super
It's a really cool thing. Life and logic.
We are seeing JBH grow and find herself on this show.
It's true, though. It really is true. Think about it. She was fucking unwatchable before. Now she's great. No, I'm just... I have to say one... I got to do it one time, right?
I knew he was gonna
one wise-ass remark. No. But to see the progression of Jessie is fantastic. Now, in the chat, there were some people that came over from Jessie's community. Some people just watched Jessie first. When she did a couple of fight reactions when I couldn't do it, I went to UFC 217. I was in the building. The 3 title swaps, GSP versus Bisping, Garbrandt versus TJ. Joanna loses her belt. I was in the building for that, and it was killing me. I couldn't live stream. So I remember calling up Jessie. I'm like, go for it. Do it. Because she was reluctant. She wanted to do it, but she was like, I don't want to step on toes or this and that. I was like, do it. She fucking did great. She did absolutely great. She got shit-faced.
Yeah, I did not do great.
But what I'm saying is,
wasted.
That night was the turning point. Yes, you got wasted because you needed a safety net. But you were able to sit there, you watched the fights, you navigated the community, and from that point on, I think you were in. I think you were hooked. You didn't feel great about getting shit-faced, but it was a turning point.
Yeah.
It was a big moment. Now in the chat, let me know if you were around for JBH's shit-face stream, and if you didn't see it, check it out, link in the description. JBH Reacts, so we're not sure what the name of the channel is right now. What was the channel name?
I think it's still Jessie Bell Hill. I gotta do something with that thing, man. All of my old content is on there, but it's not really worth watching because it's from the very beginning. Like, I had no idea what I was talking about. It was cringy. Like, it was just so bad. All the content on there was so bad, but if I can get, I don't know, I feel like if I can get it running again with something, we could find some sort of themed content to put on there, but I'm just so focused on this channel now, I don't even care.
It's like a flower blossoming in front of our own eyes. We're all sitting here waiting to just blossom like a lovely young lady.
You can't stop this Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
JBH, turn your head a little to the left. I'm about to come. Hashtag Miss White Knighting you. Hashtag Morobant Black Holes.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that's him, but thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Anyway, we sent out a bunch of shirts today. Pulse's shirt went out. Caleb Harris's shirt went out. And she sent something to the fam as well. If you want some merch, link in the description. Go check it out. We have a brand new shirt that we're going to drop. Has to do with GSP, but we're not going to drop it anytime soon. So if you want your Nate Diaz shirt, link in the description. Check that shit out. Okay. So, Jessie, now that we're here on our 3rd birthday, okay,
Yeah.
What do you see in the future of the MMA-Holes? Because
we're gonna
the
take
past
over.
is gone.
We've already started taking over. There's no doubt about it. We're going to trample over anyone who comes in our way. Anyone who tries to use us for their own namesake, we're going to walk right over them. I have no doubt about it. And I'm excited because the bigger this community gets, the more I love them. You know, we troll, we bust balls, we say horrible things, but at the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason, and we're all here for the same type of entertainment. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where we come, and I think it's not going to be long at all. I have a very good feeling it's going to happen very quick.
The purpose of the channel was to do that, was to dominate the internet, to create this community of numb-minded people to get together, talk shit, watch MMA, and to just take over. That's what we want to do. Change MMA media. Go out there and cover the sport in a different way. And I think we're succeeding in that. We've pissed people off from day one. The first year of the channel, we've been pissing people off. We've got under people's skins. We've gotten shut down 4 times already on this channel. And that's a great success in my eyes. But when it comes to moving forward, I want more. I'm fucking hungry. 26,000 subscribers is great. I couldn't imagine 3 years, 26,000 subscribers. I mean, that's insane. If someone told me when we started the channel and I was scrapping for people, I was literally going into other chats and being like, hey, I got a channel. Hi. How you doing? You want to just check this out?
Super
A
chat.
human with a donation now, Flanagan.
Happy 3rd birthday, MMA-Holes. You've come a long way. Cheers to many more.
Yeah. By the way, 12 more likes, and we do the song again. So make sure you like this video.
I saw someone in here. Hold on, let me just.
Well, why?
BK Rhoda says, remember the rap battles?
Oh my God.
We had Darth and Daryl, and in the very, very beginning, I think it was like early 2nd year, late 1st year, we brought some of the community into the show and had them do rap battles. And it was so cringy, but probably the funniest bit we've ever done on the show was those rap battles.
Yeah, we had a thing called Random Night that we would do every Friday. There wasn't Food Court. Before Food Court Friday, it was Random Night.
Yeah.
And
that's when I first jumped on the show, was Random Nights.
Random Night was like my favorite show to do.
I loved Random Nights.
Because basically it was a free-for-all. It was like Food Court Friday where we went off the beaten path, kind of like tonight, just going off the beaten path. But we would have guests on. We would we would go full force with the cringe. And I would lose 20 subscribers a night every time I would do it. Because everyone's like, what is this?
They wanted to hear MMA. They didn't want anything to do with anything else.
It was a clusterfuck. But I had Carry On with the herpes on her lips and Craig Lee.
You couldn't stop the Siberian Express.
Surreal.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Who's the other kid? Oh, anyway, Kevin.
Oh my little Arizona white bell hill. I just came so hard all over a printed face of JBH. Now I'm going to rub it all over my MMA-Holes t-shirt and wear it as I sleep next to my ugly, hairy Indian wife. Muslim women run Toronto now.
Alright.
Poor Kevin Costa's getting roasted. Thank you, Kevin Costa. I appreciate that.
His Muslim, hairy Indian wife.
What the fuck is that? Anyway, Kevin, if you're out there, or maybe that is you. I don't know. A drunk savage.
Best day when I found you, MMA-Holes. This show has changed my life and saved it more than once.
Love you,
I love you, Moose, JBH, and everyone in the chat. Happy B-Day. Clinking beer mugs.
Thank you, drunk savage. I'm gonna clink my BetDSI mug.
Clink moss.
Thank you, drunk, and thank you everyone for donating tonight. Appreciate it.
So
It's our birthday.
when he says this show saved my life, I think that's the most rewarding thing about this whole thing is he's not the only one. Like, we receive messages from so many people, and it's so rewarding to know that we're able to give people an escape of some sort. Like, even if it's just for 5 minutes, maybe they're having issues with their family or their personal life or their job or anything, and like they get to watch us for 5 minutes and they completely escape whatever it is they're going through, which is really cool. Like, we receive messages like that constantly, and it's like it never gets old. It never ever gets old. It's probably the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, that's the point, right? And we can say it until we're blue in the face. We may not be the most knowledgeable people out there. I mean, I know I am, but we may not be the funniest people. We may not do the best content ever. But all our job is to do is give you an escape. That's what we're here to do, right? because this channel was an escape for me, and I think it was an escape for Jesse as well. I mean, this channel was created because I was in a weird spot in my life. You know, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to do things that I did before, and I just needed a new outlet, and it became this channel. And now this channel is like an obsession. I fucking love it. In fact, this is like our job now. It's crazy. Like this is coming to work. We come here, we have some fun. When we're off air, we're working on other things, trying to work with sponsors and organizations, and just trying to do things to make this a bigger machine. I believe a lot in this, and I put a lot aside for this. And Jesse came across the country for this shit.
I quit my job.
Yeah.
I left my family.
We're all in. We're all fucking in. So, I mean, listen, I'm 42 years old. I don't give a fuck. I'm having fun here, and that's what life's about. So if we can give you your escape, if we can make you laugh for a couple of minutes, or just deliver the news, or whatever it is, you know, or just be an ear for you to speak to when the phone lines are open. I'm glad we do that.
You can't stop us at being
Drunk
express.
Savage.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Yo, it's Drunk Savage. This show did save my life twice. 2 times I was about to end it all, but the show was so fucking boring I passed out and fell asleep. Woke up like, oh, not again. Happy birthday.
The show was so fucking boring. He passed out and fell asleep. It was so boring.
Oh, man. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Drunk Savage. That's the shit right there. Did you just see that donation? Did you just see what happened over there? Where else are you going to get that shit? So credit to you who just donated that. We go there. We go to that moment. We push the boundaries. We say stupid things here, but it's all in good fun. We are a bunch of ball busters. You know, sometimes people have thin skin and can't handle the shit, and we've lost a lot of people in the community because of that.
Yeah.
But we're not stopping. We're not selling out. We're not doing any of that shit. If whoever's going to be part of this team has to deal with that. So thank you to that donation. And that's how we roll over here. That's an MMA hole. Whoever just did that, that's a true MMA hole.
All right, I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds.
So we're gonna be having some cake very shortly. It's a beautiful cake. We're gonna put a candle on it. We're gonna sing happy birthday.
Super chat.
Dennis Jemison with the 2.
Happy 3rd birthday and love your shows and Great Bear.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And speaking of pair, I got my best friend out of it. We may fight on air, we may fight off air, we may laugh on air, we may laugh off air, but it is actually pretty funny to do something like this that you love, to have a community of people that keep coming back and making you laugh. Like, they're making me laugh. You guys are fucking funny as all hell. So the fact that we can interact and have that much fun, and then I meet this girl over here, changed my fucking life. The MMA holes have changed. It changed my bum life. Alright, anyway, the Giants are about to give up a touchdown over here. I want to see if the Mets... By the way, the New York Mets are killing it. There's so much sports going on besides MMA that my head is fucking spinning. I don't even know. Anyway, let's see what's going on in this chat over here. NH says, Chris and JBH, yep, this show has saved my life. I love you guys. Your show makes me happy. And I have a place to hang out because I am such an outcast, but not in the MMA holes community. Thank you. Sunglasses face and a wink. And you're the best. Ann is the knitter. She's the best. She's the mother hen of the chat, and we love you, Ann. Appreciate it. How many people have said to us that they're an outcast or a misfit or don't fit in certain situations, and they come over here and, yeah. When I was in school, you know, I was an outcast. I would say that. I was friends with multiple groups, and, you know, as I got older, all I wanted to do was make people laugh because I didn't know really how to fit in. So that's just how I was. But I was quiet a lot in high school and trying to find my place. I was always the kid with the broken bone because I was playing a lot of sports at the time. So it was tough. And I blossomed late in life. Like I found myself a little bit later. I have a really cool group of friends, but they all went their own way. They're all doing their shit with their family. I'm not like that type of person. I am the type of person that maybe down the road, if I'm blessed with a family, I go for it. But I'm outside of the box. I'm out there. I'm crazy. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little nuts. And the fact that I can bullshit about my favorite sport, mixed martial arts, and say some terrible, tasteless jokes, we got it. Admit, Chris, you were a jock. I mean, I wasn't really a jock. I mean, I was decent in sports. I was decent. I played a lot of hockey.
Jock.
No, I wasn't. I
Jock.
don't think I was. I love sports. I did love sports, but I don't think I really was a jock. I like the crazy people the most is The Godfather. I have Cam Newton says Greg. Let me know in the chat what kind of person you are. Let me know if you're a nut job, if you're a jock, if you're a, whatever. You're a nerd, you're an asshole. Let me know. I was a hipster, says that dude. Hockey, Duke Chronic. Thomas Waters says you were banging cheerleaders. In my school, I don't think I wanted to bang those cheerleaders. A horrible one says beer drank. When did you meet Jesse? Says Celtic girl. You know what? We don't have a date. Like we don't have a date, or like, maybe she knows.
We have a date.
Do we? I don't even know.
Yeah, but our date was when I first came here. We didn't count.
Yeah, I don't. So here's the funny part about our relationship, right? Is it's not traditional in any way. First of all, we work together, so it's that's odd, that's awkward. But the fact
hard to keep emotions.
we don't have like this girl is great. There's no anniversaries. There's none of that bullshit. We celebrate life every day at a time. Like one day at a time we celebrate it. So it's a really weird situation that we got going on here, but somehow it works. Who knows? Troublemaker says Life and Logic. I was a raver, but I also played a lot of street football. This is Infinite. Paper Chases is real. Stoner and Metalhead in high school says Drunk. I was a Jew. Says the dude. Waste Management says The Godfather. Let's talk about the first time you banged JVH. It was in a hotel. It was a quaint hotel.
It was very wonderful.
It was a 5-hour stay hotel. No. Take that trash off. Fook DC says JM. Oh my God. Are you talking about LA? It's a birthday show. What are you talking about? Not weird, very cool, man. Carpenter. All right, separating the work and pleasure is a tough one, says Niall Flanagan.
It's super tough.
Yeah.
Super tough.
Listen.
But we do it well.
I think all things considered, we both have the type of personalities. One, we both have very stubborn personalities, like extreme. I mean, you see it on air. But our heads are going a million miles an hour. I know for myself, my mind is. I'm always trying to think of the next thing, and that's got to be frustrating for her to live with because it's go time every time. So to deal with that shit. Oh shit, we got 100 likes. All right, so cake is coming out. We're gonna celebrate with some cake. Thank you for joining us on our third birthday. What a show tonight! You might hear a buzzing in the background. It's the air conditioner. I'm warm, so there we go. Wanda wants the fist. Flat Earth wants the fist. All right, we're gonna be fisted it up in a second. Jesse, you ready to beat the shit out of the ceiling?
You want to do it real quick before I do the cake?
You gotta do it with me. I can't do it on my own. 10 more likes, I would do it on my own, but 10 more likes is
I've
dead.
got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes.
MMA-Holes 50 likes.
I've got 50 likes.
What?
You've got 50 likes.
What?
We've got 50 likes.
MMA-Holes 50
You
likes.
stop
True
this
Great Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Jojo, true great.
What would be your entrance song if you were MMA fighters? Mine would be the tolling of the bell for funerals. It would fuck with people's heads. Let them know someone was going to die. Most likely me.
I always said Blind by Korn or Damage Incorporated by Metallica. Like those would be the two.
Are we singing to them?
We're fucking all singing. You guys get to sing along? Let me know in the chat.
Let's sing to you. Happy birthday to you.
Or Dancing Queen by ABBA. Either or.
We'll say happy birthday to you because it's to the community, right? It's to the community.
To the MMA-Holes.
Yeah.
All right, we should. Let's turn off this fan. Okay, we're gonna have cake. You guys ready? Drop the cakes in the chat right now. What we got? 143 people hanging with the boys. Drop the cakes in the chat. It's our third birthday, for God's sakes. Corn. That's right. We're seeing Slipknot next week. Pa-poom. Psh.
Ready?
All right. So if you could just turn that, just hit the fan off real quick. Yeah, because that's blowing. Okay.
That's one.
Nah, that's all right. It's a little buzz. All right. Look, the cakes are in the chat. We're gonna sing Happy Birthday to the MMA-Holes. Okay? Everyone get ready. This is going to be an annual thing. Every birthday we're going to celebrate. It's going to be bigger and better. Maybe we'll be at a better couch. I don't know. Ready, Jesse?
Happy
birthday to the MMA-Holes. Happy birthday to the MMA-Holes. Happy birthday to the MMA-Holes. Happy birthday to you. All right, here we go, Jesse. When I count to 3.
It's going to be 1, 2, 3, blow, or 1, 2, 3, go, and then blow.
1, 2, 3, blow.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! We are 3. That's it. Happy birthday. Got some cheesecake with some cherries on top. make it right. All right. Fook That Cakes is Jim Miller. Or JM, excuse me. Roberto Hernandez singing along, Dude Chronic, saying happy birthday. Tig Tig. Everyone's dropping the cakes. We did it. Three freaking years.
Can you believe it?
I kind of can't. I mean, I remember the first year I was dying to just try to get 1,000 subs, and I don't think he even got 1,000 subs in the first year. Look at this cake over here. Oh my god. As the channel gets older, I do as well and get fatter. The channel gets fatter with subscribers, and I get fatter with cake.
All right.
Okay.
First bite
Jesse.
of 3 years.
What kind of cake? What kind of cake we eating?
We're eating
New York style.
New York style cheesecake with a strawberry topping.
Oh, I'm a
You
sucker.
ready?
I'm a sucker for cheesecake.
To 3 years with the MMA-Holes.
Want to toast some cheesecake?
Yeah, to a swole community. We couldn't have done it without you guys, and you have no idea where we're going from here. It's gonna be insane. So, hang on, buckle your seatbelts, keep your cock in your pants. To the holes.
All right, and let us know what you're consuming at home. Good.
Perfect.
Jesse wanted to get tiramisu in honor of Habib. We didn't pull the trigger. I gotta turn the fan back on. I'm sweat my asshole off.
Oh.
I thought you said that. All right, Jesse's gonna do. This is a good girl. All right. Yeah, keep it on one. That's cool. Oh, Ion. Give me Ion. Give me an Ion breeze, please. All right. We got the Ion breeze. All right. So Coors Light you having over there? Too late. My clock's out. Oh my goodness. All right. So now is the time of the show where say what you would like, discuss what you would like, and we'll shoot the shit. Let me know about your experiences in MMA Hole, and I do believe we should have an obituary of old MMA Holes that just couldn't hang with the boys for 3 years. Marky Rowe.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Tuning in late, I was busy jumping back on Connor's dick. I don't care if he punches old ladies, just come back. Happy birthday, Holes.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to Marky Rowe.
I was jumping back
It's
on.
all of our birthdays.
I tell you what. I'm gonna say this. Watching that ESPN interview with Ariel with Conor on there, I got a little tickle in my penis. I got a little tickle in my penis. We need him back. I don't give a fuck what any of you say. If you don't like Conor, I don't give a shit. We need him back. When I saw him interviewed over there, like him or hate him, I'm ready. Where do I sign? How do I watch his next fight? His next circus to the fight? I'm in. I'm fucking in.
This is very rich cheesecake.
Yeah, do you like it or no?
It's delicious. It's just like I can't eat rich things. Like, you know, you can only eat so much of it.
No, so you done? Just tap out.
Just a few bites and I'm good.
I'm gonna take the whole thing down. I have no problem. I only want him back because he's good for the sport. This is drunk. I mean, the numbers will be through the fucking
It
roof.
says because it's good for the MMA Holes.
Oh, for the MMA Holes, I'm sorry. Or, we are the sport, right?
We are the sport. We are the fan base.
I tell
we
you.
are the ones that make a better place.
She did have to put one song in. It's like a red penny night every time he fights for us, too. Like, for the Conor Habib, I think we got like 2,500 subscribers in one night from that. From Daniel Cormier versus Stipe 2, we did get like 1,500, right? Somewhere around 1,500 subscribers. So it makes me think, if Conor does come back and you put the right recipe together, a Conor Habib, Conor Diaz trilogy, something like that, number-wise I'm talking, not is that the ones we want to see, but number-wise I'm trying to think how we can we can fucking explode from that shit. So I'm foaming at the mouth just thinking about it. Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal, gonna be awesome. This is BK. I don't know if that's the fight they're gonna make though. I kind of want to see that. That'd be a hell of a lot of fun to watch. Fluke America, Ireland, and Conor. JM.
America, fuck yeah.
Where's everyone from? We got 130 hanging with the boys. Where's everyone from?
Super chat.
Life.
Give me a bite, please, JBH.
Oh, you want your bite. The camera's over now. There you go. Enjoy. Thank you, Life. This shit's delicious. You guys like cheesecake?
You want the rest of mine?
No, just say throw it in the fridge.
It's too much.
I'm down with this.
I had one slice. It's too much. Whew. I feel like I'm gonna die of a diabetic nightmare.
Yeah, Staley02 is always, he's always been Team Conor, right? He still has his picture of his avatar. All ships rise with the Conor tide.
Game over. Giants win.
I tell you, all my teams, they could be fantastic this year. Let's see if the Mets. I think the
They're
Mets.
still delayed. Rain delay.
Let's check it out.
I'm telling ya. Let's see. Mets. Here we go.
If you
Still
guys,
delayed.
well, I'm gonna put it on the rain delay. If you guys are baseball fans or just like casual, you know, I'm telling you right now, no, they're playing. Oh no, it's amazing finishes. And check out this run that the New York Mets are going on right now. It's kind of wild. They're 1.5 games out of this wild card spot. They were shit the first half of the season. They came back to the hottest team after the All-Star break, and they are fun. They're a fun bunch to watch. Young, some home run hitters, some clutch hitters, good pitching. If you're just a casual fan, if you don't have a horse in the race, check out the Mets. They're killing it.
Killing it.
Stand up. I mean, feliz cumpleaños.
Cumpleaños.
Oh yeah, cumpleaños.
Cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
I think I said it better than you.
Cumpleaños.
Cumpleaños. Cumpleaños.
You say it like an Italian. Cumpleaños.
Anyway. Duke Chronic dropping the Hojo. Howard Johnson. This is the longest casting couch intro ever. Mets still one spot from last place. Ha ha. Chrome. The Yankees are doing very good. So I'll give you that. The Yankees, I mean, they're always doing good. But they're killing it. You have that Subway Series. We run back that Subway Series. You know what's going to happen. Revenge, my friend. Revenge.
Mariners. I used to be a Mariners fan. Did you know that? Not really a fan. I just used to follow the Mariners. I was never really a fan of the Mariners, but I did follow them for a little while. I also followed the Cleveland Indians. And I followed the Marlins. And I followed the Cubs. And then I landed on the Mets and became an actual fan of the team. I had to
No, point of no return.
I had to go through different teams before I figured out which one was my team, right?
If the Mets put a good run on, yeah, you'll never leave. If they fail you like they usually do, they usually heartbreak every fan. If that happens, you might jump ship. Anyway, so let me Ichiro. Let's talk. Is there anything else in the news that you would like to discuss? I know you pulled some topics.
There are a few
Help me out.
topics, but nothing like crazy. We can go over them if you want. The biggest one was the Conor McGregor thing. And then UFC 241 only finishes 6th among 8 pay-per-view prelims since the ESPN move, which is horrible.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah. The prelims on Saturday before UFC 241 drew 817,000 viewers on ESPN, a number that has to be considered disappointing.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Got real.
I was going to ask why Moss is looking extra round than JBH hands Moss a pile of 120 grams of sugar, 100 grams carbs, all packed in 800 calories. She's trying to fatten you up, Moss. She studied my shredded diet and is feeding you the exact opposite to fatten you.
No, I don't do that.
If anyone's on a diet, this has got to be killing you right now because this shit is bang.
He doesn't eat that regularly.
I eat it for breakfast. This is what I have every day for breakfast.
This was a splurge because it's our birthday.
It's so
All
good.
right. Since it led into arguably the biggest show so far this year. The number was only 6th out of 8 pay-per-view prelims since the UFC moved to ESPN in January. The prelims had no major names, but did have very significant bantamweight division fight with Corey Sanhagen and Rafael Sunsao. Since the prelims peak at 949,000 was for the final fight with Kama Worthy's first-round knockout win over Devontae Smith, with Daniel Cormier defending the heavyweight title against Stipe Miocic, and the return of Nate Diaz after 3 years against Anthony Pettis, This looked to be a strong pay-per-view offering as the UFC had this year. So the pay-per-view was good. Prelims, not so much. Google searches top 2.4 million, a number that in the past would indicate a pay-per-view number of at least 600,000. Since pay-per-view has moved off television to exclusively streaming on ESPN+, the numbers are now significantly lower, but the UFC is guaranteed a stronger amount of money each month by ESPN as it uses the UFC's biggest shows to attempt to draw subscribers to its services.
So that's what it comes down to. They just want subscribers. That's all they give a shit. Because long term, they take a hit now, and long term, if they have all these subscribers, they'll be able to profit from that. Well, everyone is saying the ESPN system is failing, but I think there's a big picture plan on what's going on here. So all the people out there that are like, oh, like the Brendan Schaubs are like, it's not good, the numbers aren't right, this and that. I think they're just laughing because they are probably on track to what they wanted to do. I honestly don't think they're hurting in any way.
I think Brendan Schaub always has something negative to say about the UFC, though. I don't think... When has he ever had something positive to say about either a fighter or the UFC? You know? I think
he does have positive things, but
the negative outweighs the positive when he talks about it.
Yeah, when it comes to UFC, he does kind of dog on him a little bit. But don't we all? I mean, sometimes we're pretty hard on the UFC. Although, I've said it over and over again, you may hate Dana White, I still think the guy is a beast at what he does. I think as a promoter, Dana White is just... He's the best out there. Like, I like watching Dana White sometimes more than the fights. Like, I like to watch his press conferences more than the fights sometimes. Anything else?
Yeah, there's one. Colby Covington responded to Nate Diaz dismissing him, saying I could give a shit less about that journeyman. Calling him a journeyman.
That was funny. How many people saw the Nate Diaz post-fight press conference where they asked about Colby Covington and he's like, who's in it? Like I say, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. Like that is.
Do you want mine?
No. I'm gonna fucking puke.
Vomit?
I think I'm gonna throw up live on air. So now Colby Covington responds. All right, let me take that. You could read the story. I need to stretch and maybe take a shit. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Should I put this in Tupperware?
Yeah, just put it in a container.
Oh.
Do you know where the containers are?
My ass is sweaty. Mom, spaghetti.
Do you know what container to put it in?
I know. I do it.
All right. No, that's too big. Why would you put it?
Why not? What container?
This is why he doesn't go in the kitchen.
This?
Yeah, that's acceptable. That's fine because it's airtight. That's fine. Swear to God. All right. Nate Diaz returned to the octagon after a 3-year layoff. Covington is calling shenanigans on Diaz explaining after UFC 241 that he doesn't know who Colby Covington is. Colby Covington says, I could give a shit less about that journeyman Nate Diaz. He's another .500 level fighter. He wins one fight for every loss and is a guy that sits out 3 years. Who gives a shit about that guy? I've steamrolled real men that have ragdolled that little snowflake. The only thing worse than his lisp and his speech impediment is his wrestling. So Colby Covington's kind of going off on Nate Diaz. And I think what it is anyone who says that they don't know who someone is, that person's going to get offended. 100%. So it doesn't mean too much to me. You expected it. And Colby Covington's super cringy as it is. But Yo Jordan says, yes, Colby is a trick, says Heavy Microgrow. Agreed, says Valid Rowdy. Do Chronic Rory. Chrome Dome says that pay-per-view was 600,000 from what I saw. Yes, 600,000 was what they were showing for the prelims, but apparently it came in 6th out of 8. Their top 8. A little speech impairment. Josh Thompson says Flat Earth Vegan. Happy birthday. Ryan Dennis, happy birthday to you. This is happy birthday to all the MMA-Holes. So happy birthday to you and thank you. He's brain dead, not speech, says Flat Earth Vegan. Boss Cover says, I don't know who any of you are. Thomas Waters, Colby is drinking my tears. What are you drinking, Thomas Waters? Are you drinking, well, I had a good joke, but I ruined it. I'm sorry. Colby's legit. Colby grinds on lakes for a living, says Matt Flanagan. Does Nate know the alphabet, though?
Oh,
He
super chat. Nate also said he didn't know what month it was.
It's true. That is true.
It's all weed.
So what do you think?
It wasn't. It's just a typical reaction that you would expect from Colby Covington. It doesn't surprise me at all. The New York State Fair, August 21st to September 2nd, Moss. No?
I'm not going to that.
Why?
I said I'll take you to the San Gennaro feast. That's all I'll take you to in September.
That's not fair.
It's a feast with the paisanos. All right. Nate Diaz, Colby Covington, probably a fight we'll never see. Colby Covington should be fighting Usman. And it looks like Dana White said that fight is pretty much a go. So hopefully they locked it up for MSG. That'd be great. Usman, Covington, let's do it. Let's get that shit popping. Enough's enough. We're dancing around this too much. We need to see this fight happen. We need the best grappler at 170. Who is it? Who is the guy?
Who's the guy? Who's the guy?
Who's the guy? The dude has CTE, and I love it. You get 1 year? My God, I can't believe
you get one a year. One fair a year.
What? One
You
more.
can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
Is that what you
motherfuckers.
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, it's San Gennaro.
Family is in your future. JBH's Mexican pheromones are weaponized to put extra firepower in your testicles. It's nature's Viagra. I told you that dad stick worked great at 50. Caught him plowing mom when he was 70.
Oh.
That was awkward. Then they moved to FL.
They moved to Florida.
Wow. All right, well, thank you for the
One day.
positive words over there. Now we know.
We gotta get into a little more of a stable position first.
Super chat.
Travis Tabor coming back in.
Nate would choke the fuck out of Colby.
Oh! Let me know in the chat who you got, Nate or Colby, if that were to ever materialize. Death Painful says, my God, I can't believe it's already been 3 years. Remember grinding for 50 to 100 subs at a time. At the beginning, I specifically recall when we hit 1,000 subs on the show. Love you guys. Too many more.
Thank you for being so loyal, Death Painful, sticking around for all that time.
Cool.
Usually people bounce. Like after the first year, they're like, "Fuck this shit," and they just bounce. They can't handle it.
I remember the show. I think, well, Michael Ancelone probably remembers it.
Let's do an
where-
obituary to the people who.
We should do that, yeah.
Yeah.
The show, actually, the best way, I'm trying to think, the MMA-Holes.com, to the OG MMA Holes out there, if you remember the names of the old people that couldn't hang and bounced from the community, drop an obituary. And if we get enough names over there, maybe what we'll do is we'll put it on its own page on the website, and we'll have the MMA Holes obituary and just line them all up.
Create a whole page dedicated to the holes who couldn't hang.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I remember the show, the 1,000 subscriber show, and this show was interesting because I was live when we hit the 1,000, right? And it meant so much to me because 1,000 subscribers meant we could live stream on our phones, and I'm like, this is a game changer. And I remember I would email YouTube constantly and say to them, I need this 1,000 subscribers, just let me live stream. So I hit it on air, and I remember this is when we first started doing donations, and when it happened, I remember it was one of the greatest feelings ever. I was so freaking excited that we hit 1,000 subscribers. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It was like hitting 1 million subscribers for me. And then now we're 26,000 later. I'm like, oh,
Now we're a quarter way
dragons.
to 100,000.
Yeah.
So,
So it's
that's
crazy.
the next goal to be excited about.
I'm still excited.
I saw in the chat, by the way, you're on top chat. I saw in the chat, Drunk Savage says V. That was a huge one. V was a heavy donator at one point. And then he got salty. He got and then he lit me on fire in the DMs. Like, straight up lit me on fire. Because he didn't get the attention that I guess he wanted. And he realized he couldn't buy me in a way. Because he threw a lot of money in. And he got so mad. He lit me on fire. And then he went to Chris's DMs and started talking mad shit about me. And then bounced. Out of nowhere, just bounced. And I think that was probably one of the most insane experiences that I've had with an MMA hole who's bounced. I mean, we've had a lot of pretty crazy experiences.
V was the most racist MMA hole ever. Real is pretty fucking
Horrible.
racist. But
It was horrible.
V made Real look like a saint.
Yeah.
V would go in there and he would just say the most fucked up things. And he was a heavy donator, and I don't know what the fuck happened. He just fell off the face of the earth. It was just the letter
He got
V.
so mad.
That's all he was.
So mad.
Anyway.
And then he bounced.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
He didn't live in America though.
UK.
Yeah, he lives.
Yeah, he lives in the UK. But that was one that I remember. And thanks for John Savage for bringing that one up. That was crazy. And then he changed his name to Vodka. I remember he changed his name to Vodka at one point. God, that guy was nuts. Completely nuts, that guy.
He was the devil. Well, yeah, there's been some interesting characters along the way, but without those characters, we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't have had those bumps and bruises brought us to 26K.
Obituary to V. Thank you for being around when you were.
I'm telling you, they all played a part.
Good riddance.
Listen, as fucked up as V was, he was a heavy donator,
He did support
and
so
he
well.
was the reason why I was able to find time to put things together because he did donate. So, as much as he was, Craig Lee's another one. I mean, he was a pain in my ass. He was funny though. He on random night.
The way he went out.
Yeah, he was funny. The guy was fucking funny, and he was almost like a co-host on random nights.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just got ridiculous. And listen, without going down that rabbit hole, if he wasn't around, this channel wouldn't be where it is.
I agree.
So, as much as we can throw shade and say, oh, well, these people are a pain in the ass, Darth Bane, another one. Darth Bane was funny as fuck.
He was hilarious.
Yeah,
Best
funny.
sense of humor.
And it's just like, without these people, we wouldn't be doing this. So, there you go. Real.
Fuck you, Moss. I'm the most racist. I'll beat the coon out of V for trying to take my crown. I'm the king of racism. Ain't no coons taking that title from. Hashtag black stats.
Well, you know what it was? It wasn't. It
He's
wasn't
upset.
one race. He attacked everybody. Nobody was off limits with V.
No, but V did it. I mean, Real does it pretty bad, but V does it in a way. He did it in a way where it was just like it was
brutal.
Yeah, I couldn't even describe it. But anyway, let's move on from that guy. Wait, can't give it too
Other
much time.
obituaries. We talked about Darth. Darth was hilarious. The guy we call him is John Travolta. The most hilarious calls we've had. But like you said, without going too far into how they left, it just sucks because you think that there's people who bring a lot of value, but unfortunately, it just sometimes there's a clash, and people bounce. They go their own ways, and it's really unfortunate. But yeah, there were a lot of people.
It's not unfortunate. I don't care. I mean, it's
no,
really.
I'm saying
it's
unfortunate as far as like the fact that they were there for the long run. They were there, to bring the value and the content and stuff, and they were funny people. So
Here's the thing, and we've said it before. There are certain you got to be tough. You have to be tough, and if you want to dish it, you got to take it back. And I think a lot of people don't understand is that we go back and forth here, but we run the show, so it's like we play God on the show. So if we want to give it to you, we can put the show on hold and give it to them. And a lot of times, some of the people that dish it a lot can't take it.
Yeah.
And then when they get it too much, they're just like, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this anymore. So hopefully, I think more people now understand that it's all in good fun. We bust balls. Sometimes we go a little far with our humor, but it's all in good fun. That's it.
Someone Kenshiro brought it up. He said Cassandra Aiden ran off in a fit of embarrassment too. I miss those big titties. Of her.
Fucking Jay Smooth.
Yeah.
I remember when Cassandra came on,
Yes.
right? And Jay Smooth was on as well. And her and Jay were going back and forth, and it got fucking rough. He was calling her a horse. She was throwing
And then it moved to Twitter.
Yeah.
And then I reached out to her, and I had to. I couldn't not. I was like, listen. I was like, you gotta understand the community we have here. And she was just like, oh, okay, thanks. And then I never heard from her again.
Yeah.
I tried to make her
quit.
feel better. Yeah, I tried to make her feel better. I was like, listen, like, it's no hard feelings. Like, they're just trying to bust your balls and get a rise out of you. And she's like, oh, yeah, I get it. Okay, thanks. I'll leave it alone. And I never heard from her again.
Yeah.
Not once.
Listen, it is what it is, People come and go. The show keeps rolling and going. That's how it goes. All right, so let's talk about the craziness of whether it was attacking the serious events or the fact that we've grown so much. It started as this fuck the world, we're gonna be heard type deal. We would go out there, we would spam chat rooms and MMA-Holes, wonderful. I would go there and fuck with Luke Thomas so bad, like hardcore fuck with him. And he was he was nice every time. Every time, like, we fuck with him, he goes, "You're the only guy that's ever called me a hot dog bottom lip. No one else makes fun of my lip, but you have to make fun of my lip." And he took it. But we went from that all the way over to now we're doing play-by-play for Triton fights, right? That's kind of fucking cool. If you think about the evolution of the channel, 3 years, me sitting not even knowing what Ami and pro fighting was at the time. When I started the channel, all I knew about was, hey, I like the UFC. This is fun. That's it. You know, like, I watched the UFC for years before that, and I was just like, this is a fun sport. I enjoy it. And then when I started the channel, I would get Justin Sumter came on. I didn't even know what the difference between Ami and pro fighters were at the time. I had no idea. No clue. The regional scene, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I got thrown into it. Literally, months into the channel. I was doing cage interviews. I was the Joe Rogan. And then we moved forward, and now we're doing play-by-play. It's insane. 3 years. And now we're doing fucking play-by-play for Triton Fights. So shout out to Triton Fights for giving us that opportunity. But if you think about it, if we do that in 3 years, could you imagine what we're going to do in the next 3 years? The next 5 years? The next 10 years? We're going to fuck everything up! We're gonna take over the world, brother! Let me tell you something! Let me tell you something, brother! We're gonna go over there, and we're gonna take over the world, because... What?
Why did you do that? Why did you do
What?
that?
What? You have... What? I still got...
What is the matter with you?
What? What's wrong?
I got this for you.
At
and
the dollar
you just
store.
ripped it off.
What?
I can't believe you just did that.
Well, I was doing my Hulk Hogan.
Why did you just do this?
You can do your Hulk Hogan now if you like.
You were feeling it a little too much.
The best is yet to come. That's right, Niall Flanagan. The best is yet to come.
Jesus.
What you gonna do? Jesus. Who would have thought a dollar lay would have done that to JBA?
Now smash her ass.
I was gonna rip hers off, but she probably would have lost me. What you gonna? Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
I can't believe you
listen,
ripped it off.
When I get into character, I gotta go the whole fucking
You can't stop
character.
the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
It's Jessica J.
I used to love dishing it out. But like the little soy bitch I am, I couldn't take it.
Oh,
I
man.
also couldn't buy off the holes to make them change it.
Oh.
Fuck you KFC, I still hate you. But I'm a cunt and ran out of here fast. Fuck Trump.
Jesus
Fuck you
Christ.
KFC UFKCJKJC.
Wow. That was Jessica J. Jeez.
No comment there.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid that topic.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna
don't
plead
need
the
to
fifth.
delve into that one.
Anyway, 150 people. What's up? Happy birthday, MMA-Holes. Travis.
Rip your lay on whole day.
Rip your lay on whole day. That's right. It is Happy Whole Day. It is still our birthday over here. Everyone, the entire community. This is not just a celebration over here. It's a celebration inside the chat room, inside over there. It's everyone is celebrating tonight on this joyous occasion. 3 years. I can't believe we're still doing this. We probably should get a life, all of us. But it's okay. We're not going to anytime soon. All right. Please do not eat the Moscow behind you. Yeah, did you see that, Ann? Moscow has... It's become kind of the mascot. That was another thing when the channel started over here. It was all about the GOAT. The GOAT channel. And there it is. Ann H has solidified the Moscow. There it is. Look at that. I kind of want to paint my face on here. I'm going to put my face right there to really make it look...
Is Jessica G still alive? Yeah, she's still alive. She
You
just,
can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Real.
I am so racist that even my lawn sprinkler makes racist noises when it turns on. It says spik 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 nigga nigga nigga. Get it?
See, now Real is trying to make up for the V. Can't do it.
yeah.
It's not gonna work.
You gotta go back to the old videos and see when V was here, and then you'll understand. Like,
Nah.
it's not just being racist. He had a way of doing it that he was able to trigger an entire chat room, but at the same time, make all of them love him. It's bizarre.
No one loved V. No.
Well,
You guys are the sheet. Congrats. So happy, Mega.
Mega?
There you go. By the way, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I was going to talk about something, but I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, thank you. That's Brett Baratheon with the donation. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I painted this on the wall before the stream. I actually painted that up there. I don't know why it's shiny. Actually, look at this. We could show the fights. You can actually see the reflection of the Mets rain delay. They might have just... Did they just call the game? They might have just called it.
No, it says currently in a rain delay.
Oh, shit, yeah.
From the 6th.
Okay. So anyway, I think we're going to... I mean, we still have 140 people here. I think we're going to wind this thing down.
No!
I mean...
It's the birthday bash.
I can keep it going. You want to keep it going? I can keep it going.
We are kind of running out of things to talk about.
But, I mean, listen.
I could go through the whole past of the MMA-Holes. That's fun. I like reminiscing.
We could crack open the fucking scotch and get it popping over here. I mean, I don't know, but we have Food Court Friday tomorrow. We'll be live on Saturday as well for Bellator. And, I mean, yeah. We can tell some stories. You want some more stories? Let's see what the chat's got going on over here.
What does the chat say? Contreras says Sean McKenzie donated $350 for a pair of 99-cent pink panties Jessie wore on her head for giggles. That's true. You know, I still feel bad about that. Like, I still think about it and I still feel guilty. Because I said that whoever helped me win that night, that was a long time ago. That was like two years ago. I said whoever helped me win that night, I would send a pair of candies to them. But I never got to
Can't
it.
stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
What?
I
motherfuckers.
never got to it. But Sean McKenzie was cool about
Can
it.
you give the community some small details of what happened to Jessie Cagg and I they deserve to know?
Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna go too far into it, but she bounced. We all know she bounced. She pulled her patron. I'm not even giving a million reasons why because we don't even know the full story. But I heard she was in a chat and people were asking her to come back, and she said never gonna happen. So wish her the best. You know, whatever she wants to do, she can do it. It's unfortunate. I never.
Oh,
never told us why.
super chat.
I'm thinking about her. I don't know. Tucker Baker.
My chainsaw says run Nika Nika run Nika Nika.
There's a way to tell that joke, but it didn't do it. Tucker, how dare you? That's terrible. And to my African American friends, I apologize for the racist white people that watch the show. To make you a little bit more comfortable, I am part Sicilian. I do not stand for this.
For those of you guys saying butthurt in the chat, like, I don't really know if it's fair to do that. Apparently there's like a whole story behind it that we don't know
You
about.
can't
Yeah.
stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
That's the thing.
motherfuckers.
You don't know shit. Kenshiro.
Rapperish Ray MMA-Holes. I jerk off using 2 fingers. No strokey wrong time. Me so small but me come wrong time. No sex for 5 years.
Thank you, Kenshiro. I appreciate that donation. And I hear your accent coming through the donation as well. How about Kenshiro? Let's talk about Kenshiro.
Love Kenshiro.
He would be the first MMA hole in person.
Yes.
I don't think I've ran into anyone in person. Yeah, Kenshiro was the first guy.
Let me tell you about Kenshiro. When you meet him in person, you get this vibe off of him. Like,
Gook. Oh,
stop it. No, that's not what I mean. Like, he's funny. He's genuinely just got a sense of humor. He's hilarious. And he's just fun to hang out with because he's so chill. And, you know, he's like, oh, I talk about my baby mama and this girl that I was with. Like,
He's
Super
fun.
so funny.
chat.
Pixelated Vigo.
Here, have a drink on the Vigos. Clinking beer mugs. Birthday cake.
Thank you, Vigos. Appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday cake. I appreciate that. BetDSI mug right in the mouth.
But when I met Ken for the first time, I was like, this guy, I can hang out with him all the time. I honestly could. If we did a meetup, if he would freaking show up, he just doesn't show up.
Yeah, Ken. What is...
He's the first person I would want to show up to a meetup.
So when we first met him, well, I think Ken was the first time at Madison Square Garden. I think it was. When we went to Marco Mundi. And that was the Luke Thomas time too, I think.
Yes, it
If I'm not
was.
mistaken.
Because you guys didn't record that one.
Yeah, because the Brooklyn was the second.
Yeah.
So that happened. That was a lot of fun. You know, Ken he's a funny dude.
He's
He was
hilarious.
pushing the shopping cart for us, helping us out.
He was He was
But
like it was so funny. He just took on tasks without asking. He was like, I got it.
Yeah, he was good. But with the MSG one, he was basically doing high kicks. He was hitting on Marissa from Sirius Satellite Radio. He went over to Mark Ramundi and basically called him a manlet. He did good. Now we have so many connections, Ken.
Yeah.
We could literally do so many funny things with you in public, like at these events. We would have a fucking blast. And now you know where to be found.
You know what I'd love to do?
What are you doing, Ken? What are we doing?
Yeah, when the team
It's crazy.
continues to grow, when we start getting more people like on screen, I would love for Ken to be one of the first ones.
Could you?
I would love for Ken to be one of the first.
No, but could you imagine like doing play-by-play and having Ken sitting in there on that or some shit like that? It'd be
Freaking hilarious. And the thing is it's like such a weird humor, you know, like because he's super chill. He's super like, you know, just like everything doesn't matter, you know, like things like that. Like there's just something about it that's hilarious to watch and calming to be around, you know.
All right, listen. I think you're talking like Ken like he's the Dalai Lama, for God's sakes. He's a good guy.
I think he's funny. I think he's great.
Anyway, he's busy working, making money. Well, listen, you can't knock that. But you're still spending 17 hours on fight reactions with Jay. I mean, how?
Yeah, what's the difference? You can come over here.
When are you making that money?
You
Real.
can't stop this Iberian Express. Choo-choo,
What
motherfuckers.
is real guy?
Here's a good joke for Kane Shiro. I asked a Chinese girl for her number. She said, sex, sex, sex. Free sex tonight. I said, wow. Then her friend said she means 666, 3629, get it?
Thank you, real. I appreciate it.
Good one, real.
What a joke.
Good
what a
one.
joke. Anyway. Man, so 3 years.
He says he likes staying at home eating all night.
All right, well, I can't knock that either.
I'm the same way.
So what we want to do is, a lot of the stories that we can't tell on air, there's like tales from the DMs. We have some really interesting stuff.
Oh, man.
What I would like to do is, down the road in the near future, do have a gathering where we can meet up. We can do something at a public place, so it's not like there's no death. But I would like to do something with the Holes, get together, and I guarantee if you do show up at one of these meetups, that we will tell those stories. We will give you the dirty. We will let you know behind the scenes stuff. We can't really say it on air because it wouldn't be right.
And it's not really.
It's not right, but it's right to say it behind their backs at a meetup. So
I think a meetup is always the best place too because you get to know
your head would spin.
you get to know the person. Like when we met Jay Smooth, we met him in person, so it was like what you think of a person behind a keyboard is completely different than when you meet them in person. And I figured that out when I met Ken and Jay. There's a whole other personality behind someone. You can't just take from what they're saying on a screen. You can't do that. They have lives, they have history, like there's so much about a person, and I think that being able to meet them in person makes it a little easier to kind of talk about the behind the scenes stuff. Like you just can't do it here with, people behind a screen.
What Jesse's saying is you're a bunch of pussies behind the keyboards, but in person you're actually really nice people and not scumbags like you come across as in the chat. That's what she's trying to say, in other words.
No, I don't think they're scumbags.
No, I'm kidding.
I think some of them can be scumbags, but I think
What?
you guys are trying to be scumbags. I don't think you're naturally a scumbag.
Yeah, I think you take a lot of things I say like to heart, like I'm
I
actually.
take everything you say.
Yeah, because I'm really just joking
But
around.
I'm a very literal person.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed that, Jessie, when something is said to her, she will take it literally. So, just.
Well, no, not by them.
Well,
I can give a fuck what they say, but by you, like I'm very literal.
My dick is tiny, but says, yeah, total piece of shit here. Says, so there you go. I'm a scumbag. It's okay, says Boss Coger. All right, how many scumbags do we have? Like, be honest.
I don't think that.
If you're a
anyone
true
is
scumbag, like if you've done horrible things in your lives, and you're a truly horrible person, let us know in the chat. If you're a good person,
No, I
if you're
love
a
you,
righteous
Staley.
person, let me know in the chat.
Staley, what are you talking about? I love you. I think that you're one of the funniest people in the chat.
Where
And
is-
I know you go hard on me, but I think you're pretty funny. I love you. Why would I dislike you? It's a horrible.
Where is DB, by the way? DB has
Yeah,
been
he
MIA.
bounced, right?
I don't know.
But I think he works for himself, right? He has his own job, so like.
How long do we wait until we put DB on the obituary? That's the real question. The MMA-Holes obituary. Because this has been awkward. The DB, if you're out
I'm
there,
sure
we
he'll
need to
come
just drop in and say hi. We just need to know you're alive.
He'll come back.
We don't want. He's in jail. I'm an angel, says Boss Coger. I've done bad things for this country. Does that count? Yeah, I guess it does. Actually, Chrome has turned
Not
up.
if it's for the country. That doesn't count.
Yeah, it counts.
No, it doesn't.
I make the rules. I gotta say,
If he's done bad things for the country, then he's the reason you're able to sit here talking about it right now.
Oh my Travis, what's up?
Stalk me on Facebook.
Stalk you on Facebook? We don't really stalk anybody. Yeah, but if anyone else wants to.
I don't think we want to. We don't want to know about any of that. We don't want to know.
A lot of the messaging on social media too is not all us. Just a little word of advice: it isn't all us on social media. So if
and
you
the hearts on your comments.
If you do want to contact us, like you could either do it through the emails. Or the best way might be through messaging on the MMA-Holes.com.
Yeah.
We literally have our own name, the JBH name and the Mystic name. If you want to send us a message, like contact us, that's the way to do it. We do have help. So on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, sometimes not necessarily it's us. Just want to keep you guys posted on that. Real.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I could never meet up. I live segregated from blacks 24/7. I'm the last standing white segregationist. I can't risk a black, Goog, Greek, Irish or especially a Muslim being within 5 feet of me. I can't risk not being a pure cracker. Happy birthday, KKK.
He's trying so hard to compete with V.
Oh my god. All right, Flat Earth wants calls. Yeah, well, that's kind of impossible right now, but maybe next show. True Grit.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I would arm myself before meeting any of the people from chat.
I know, right?
That's what I told him. I was like, if we ever do a meetup, it should be in Arizona because it's right to carry state.
Well, that means more knuckleheads will be walking around with guns.
And so will we.
What? I don't know how to shoot a gun.
I can
What am I
teach
gonna
you.
do? All right, so you're gonna use my stupid ass walking around. Hey, how to partner here?
No,
I got a gun
I'll
over here.
protect you.
Yeah.
I have a gun back in Arizona.
No, we stay in New York. We stay in New York. If there's gonna be a meetup, it's gonna be in a not right to carry state this way, and I'm gonna have a lot of police there. I'm gonna have bodyguards. I'm gonna have fucking. I'm gonna
Guns
be.
don't kill people. People kill people.
You hear? All of a sudden, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, you did. You went whole fucking. Guns
What?
don't kill people. People kill people.
I
No,
didn't
we're
say
not getting
it
into
like
that conversation. Anyway, the Pope. I'm gonna have a Pope mobile. I'm gonna have that whole thing over there. All right. I drive to Arizona to meet up in person. That'd be badass as Kainoda. Well, there will be West Coast. There'll definitely be. I think, realistically, a meetup would probably happen in Vegas. So let me know in the chat if you would go to a Vegas meetup or a New York. Vegas, Massachusetts, New York, somewhere around there, or Las Vegas. Let me know. The middle of the country. I mean, I guess we could pull that off eventually, but more likely Vegas or New York. I think you're getting a little buzzed, no?
No, it's
What happened? No, I don't know. You're getting a little
because
goofy.
I laughed at a comment.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel the buzz. I smell it off you. It's all right. It's okay. What were you laughing
Smell
at?
it off of me?
No, I don't know. You get a little goofy sometimes. What was the comment?
There was someone in the chat who said, oh shoot, I just lost it. Oh, Boner in Sweatpants says, I don't know how to shoot a gun, said no self-respecting man ever.
Yeah, but most people that know how to shoot a gun don't have 26,000 subscribers. Boom, roasted. And these glasses. All right, anyway. The Trenches, a.k.a. Los Angeles, is Roberto Hernandez. Vegas. There's a lot of people in the chat that said Vegas would do it. James MMA says New York. I don't like guns, but my hands are lethal weapons. Yeah, what do you need guns for when you got Kenshiro? It almost sounds like a psychological disorder.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right.
Moss is a NY left-wing political mental midget. He voted Obama twice, then he bitches about high taxes. The guy votes for Democrats promising to raise his taxes, then bitches about taxes. Imagine that. JBH, educate this left-wing hack.
Real's the type of guy to back up states that have mass shootings with little kids. Put the guns in the kids' hands. Pop, 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 take it out. Nah.
I'm not gonna go there.
Nah.
But all I'm gonna say is I do think
That kid should carry guns.
that guns
All right, we're not going here. We're not going here.
should be
Nope.
acceptable.
No. going. No. Subscribe to Not the MMA-Holes, link in the description. And maybe we'll go full autism on guns. Let's see. I see some Connecticut people in the chat. Let me know
Connecticut?
if you are a Connecticut person. We got 150 people watching. I'm actually kind of curious because there is an event next month, September 7th, which we have some issues. But we do go to Connecticut a lot for events. And Connecticut might be a place to do a meetup if there's enough people that can make it to Connecticut. So let me know. This whole chat is filled with cooked motherfuckers left my ass off. You never hear about mass murdering involving a guy with a butter knife or a slingshot. It's so true, right? It's true. I know.
God damn it.
I'm in Connecticut. Ian Lev is in Connecticut. So Ian Lev, we should meet up, man.
Why did we have to go down this road?
We're not. I'm boarding it. Roberto Lopez says Connecticut. Danbury says San Green. There are some Connecticut people. Moss looks like Skip. What's the face he does? How's that? What's the face he does? I don't know. He does some face. Trust me, guns kill people, never kill anybody. Blah, blah, blah. Takes skill. Let's see. Haunting in Connecticut says Roberto Hernandez. All right. Darien. So there he is. He's from Darien. You hear about them when bombs, though. If I go to a meetup, I won't give my consent to be filmed.
Then don't show up.
You wouldn't be the first. There were times at the Barclays Center that we would run into people that watched the show.
Oh yeah, that one guy.
And did not. They're like creepishly. And if you still watch the show, thanks for watching. But told dude too. He was like, "Don't put me on camera." And I ran into him.
He was really nice.
I ran into him like 3 times. This guy. I ran into him. No, I'm sorry, twice. I ran into him at the Luke Thomas thing. Like he was kind of lurking in the crowd. And he goes, "MMA-Holes." I'm looking at him like, yeah.
Yeah, but he was really nice.
And then we saw him like with a trench coat, just dick hanging out, the whole thing. And we saw him outside. He's like, "MMA-Holes, not on camera, right?" Nice guy, yeah, but creeped me the fuck out. People that don't want to be on camera freak me out.
The kid you were talking about earlier, was it Christian Beasley?
Oh, that's who it was, yeah.
I saw someone in the chat mention his name.
Put him on the obituary.
And I was like, that must be... I remember who you were talking about. I just couldn't get the name. It was on the tip of my tongue. Christian Beasley.
If you are just joining us tonight on his glorious 3-year birthday, that's right, we have turned 3. I have lit all these candles for you tonight, and it is a glorious night. We are discussing the history of the channel. We're going back and forth with the chat, the new people, the old people of the community, and we were very happy to have lasted 3 years. Anyway, we're going to take a couple more comments. I mean, I hate to end it with 150 watching, but I got to say this. We got Food Golf Friday tomorrow. We just had cake. I think enough's enough, but let's get a couple of comments from the chat, and then we're going to fucking wind this shit down. Jesse, what do we got going on?
And I remember Christian Beasley, rest in peace. Daily says, rest in peace. Yeah, Christian Beasley. So, Christian Beasley was I think he was like 16 or 17 maybe. He was very young. Lived in Arizona. And he was really nice. Sweet guy. He donated a lot. And all of a sudden he started fading out. And this was after Chris and I had made it public that we were in a relationship.
Sex.
Alright. And it was right after that, and I found him in another chat room, and by happenstance, talking shit about our relationship. And he put on like this positive face. He was so sweet, and I found him in this other chat room. I didn't say anything. I stayed quiet. I never went into the chat. But the next show, he jumps into the chat room, all nice, completely two-faced, and I was like, "Oh, that's the guy that was talking shit about us in so-and-so's chat." And then he completely disappeared. Like, that's the thing. We see everything. The MMA-Holes see everything.
I don't care.
I see everything. So, I don't think he realized that, and he just he thought that he could talk shit about us to someone else, and then come back and act like he was our best friend. What was that?
No, Nate can beat Jorge Masvidal. Yes, I say yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to give light to. I like we could bring people up that are in the obituary, but you put them in the obituary. It was a good run. Thank you for supporting us. See you later. too much time to Kristen Beasley. No, not enough time. He doesn't need any more time. Hitler.
You can't stop the Siberian
Hitler needs
Express.
time.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Why do coons cry about slavery 150 years ago when I murked 6 million Jews 60 plus years ago and they ain't begging for money? Moss, I agree with you on guns. I never want citizens to own guns. It's too empowering for your average Joe to defend oneself.
Thank you. Thank you, Hitler. Appreciate that. Jorge KOs people in fights. Who would you have? Nate Diaz or Jorge if that fight does materialize? Roberto Hernandez.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Jealousy, gin blossoms.
What did he say?
Jealousy, Jim Blossoms.
Oh. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy. How's it go? 10 more. Wow, 10 more likes, and we do it again. One more 50 likes. Black.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
As a person who comes from a long line of unregistered gun owners, it's something everyone should have in the house. Just the other day I seen a video of some crazy asshole break through a door with a hatchet. Had they not had a gun, they'd be dead.
You know, I actually do believe in the house, yes. I do believe that you should be able to have a gun in the house. I'm not against
You can't have
that.
a gun in the house without being a right to carry state.
Well, I think that it should be within the home. That's what I think. What the fuck you gotta walk around? What are you, a cowboy? We gotta walk around out there. We
In
live in
Arizona.
2019.
In Arizona, there's still cowboys.
Mom, I'm gonna go over there and change that state. I'm gonna go over to Arizona. I'm gonna bring my New York self over there. I'm gonna say, listen, the MMA-Holes are here.
With that accent?
With this accent.
You're so nasally.
That's because these glasses are pinching my nose. They're pinching my nose over here, these glasses.
You don't even sound like you're from Arizona.
I don't sound like any of my impersonations. I think you should know that 3 years into this damn show, you should know. Anyway, thank you to the donators tonight. I do appreciate it. 9 likes away from 50
You're so
likes.
cute with these glasses on.
All right. Adorable.
Oh my god. How many of you guys think he looks cute? He looks better with the glasses.
Well, like I said before in the beginning of the stream, it covers my face. So I need to have my face covered. That's why I have the beard and the glasses. It's a disguise. I need. If everyone could see my face underneath this, they would be horrified. Think about it. When the channel started, there was less beard, less
You
subscribers.
can't stop
More
the
beard, more
Siberian
subscribers.
Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Moss logic. You should have a gun in your house for self-defense, but if you're attacked in the street, bend over and die. You can't have a gun.
Attacked.
Just have 911 to call after your body is cold. That's the left-wing NY mind.
Real leaves the house like this.
I leave the house like that.
Like if a car backfires.
That's a little dramatic.
He's in the grocery store. Psst. Where are the tomatoes? Psst. Where are the tomatoes? Where the fuck are tomatoes?
Ignorance is bliss.
I'm not scared, motherfuckers. If you live life scared, you're not living life. Happy birthday to the MMA-Holes.
All right.
That's my Colby Covington. You know when he does that smile, like after a thing? You're like,
You're so cute. I love these glasses. You look adorable. Adorable.
anyway. All right, so I think we should end on that. We love you very much. In fact, I want to have sex with all 140 of you right now. I just want to drop my pants and give you my goo, but I can't. I don't have enough goo to give to everybody. So thank you for this joyous occasion. Thank you for getting us over the hump. That's what we got to go over the hump. Thank you for being an MMA hole and celebrate. Be happy Make sure you share our videos. Make sure you share the word. Spread the word. Have other people join the community, because this is where it's at. And we're only going up. Anyway, Jesse, you want to add to that?
I'll end it off with the words. Happy birthday, guys.
You gotta touch that button over there if you do that.
I will. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday to the MMA-Holes 3rd year. Like Ma said, we're only going up. And it's going to happen. It's going to be like a freaking flash before your eyes. So, hang on. Real.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Show us how you live without fear. Unlock all your doors, open your windows. Let an illegal in your home while you're at it. Fuck gun laws.
Alright.
I gotta get out of here. I'm nervous.
Happy birthday, guys. And we hope you stick around. Thank you to everybody who's been loyal over these last 3 years. Whether you came in a year ago or whether you came in from the beginning, you stuck around nonetheless. And that's more than we can say for some of the people who have bounced far too quick. So thank you for your thick skin, your thick cocks, and as always, don't